Hello and welcome. I'm Aditya Pratap Singh. You're joining us on this special interview on NewsX. We are in conversation today with the lead stars of the new series on Disney Plus Hotstar. It's already streaming, and in fact, fans are already waiting for the new episodes. I'm talking about Bad Cop. And joining us today are not two bad actors, but two very, very good actors, Gulshan Devaiah and Harleen Sethi. Welcome, both of you. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you very much. But
Thank you, Uday.
Would you kindly refer to me as Anurag Kashyap, please, just for this interview? I am Anurag Kashyap today.
Done.
I'm mostly Karthik Aryan most of the time, but today I'm Anurag Kashyap.
You're Anurag Kashyap. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Done. So if Anurag Kashyap were to talk about Gulshan Devaiah's performance in this series, what would he say?
I gave him his first opportunity. He should be grateful. He should kiss my feet. He should kiss my hands. He should be really grateful for everything that I've done for him. He is working today because I gave him his first opportunity. And I also produced some of his films that did really well for him.
Okay.
So smart, Gulshan. So smart.
Wow. Very, very, very politically and diplomatically correct answer.
Which is very unlike Anurag Kashyap. Which is very saying that I should be Anurag Kashyap.
Exactly. But you aren't. Anurag Kashyap is Anurag Kashyap, and that's what makes him.
So I tried. Okay, I tried.
Yeah. Okay, good acting. That's why I said in the beginning, not bad actors, very, very good actors. You're a great actor. But now since you अब आपने अनुराग कश्यप का जिक्र कर ही दिया, and before I get you and Harleen in on the series, I was reading somewhere that he said the first time he met you, you were dancing to Amitabh Bachchan's songs.
No, it was not
with Kalki.
No, it was a song. He's wrong about the song. He's right about the situation.
Okay.
So see, he's getting old. So it was a song from a film called Tashan, and the song was White White Face.
Okay.
So wow.
Yeah.
Okay. But it was true that you were dancing with Kalki to this song from Tashan, and he suddenly walked in. And that was
he was there. He didn't suddenly walk in. I think we were in a social situation on his terrace of his previous apartment, and I think he saw it another occasion also in a friend's place, where it was like me and Kalki used to do like a kind of a raunchy number, improvised dance performance for this song. So the song used to be on my phone, and then friends used to request because it was entertaining for them. It was funny what we used to do. So
नहीं तो वो सिर्फ आपको देखते थे, join नहीं करते थे?
अनुराग नहीं. अच्छा हुआ कि join.
When do we get to see that? Don't you have a video of that number?
No, there is no.
You and Kalki dancing.
वो लोगों के imagination में बसा हुआ है. जिन्होंने देखा है. Now it's retired. That performance is retired. अब तो मेरा career भी शुरू हो गया ना. अब तो वो वापस. Yeah. By the way,
I was just going.
The people, I don't know why that film, people don't really like that film. I love that film, and I think I got the film, and I mean, it's contributed greatly to my career. So.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yes. So we've heard about how Anurag and Gulshan met. Let's hear now, Harleen, about how you and Gulshan met for the first time. Was it for this series, or had you met him before?
We met.
I mean, briefly. Yeah. They say.
No, you say no.
Up pele.
No, now you can't. You've already been Anurag Kashyap in this interview. You can't be Harleen as well. So I'll let Harleen.
No, I'm not. I don't know. I think I let her only say. I do remember, but then.
Okay, let's.
So briefly, say industry may you bump into each other at screenings or parties. So it was more of like I knew of Gulshan, and I don't know if he knew me. That we'll have to ask him.
No, I had seen Cora, but then I have a disease. I kind of whenever I go to these social gatherings, sometimes I'm too anxious, although I don't look it. So I blank out. I just can't really recognize people when it happens. So we met under such circumstances, and you said that we're going to be working together.
Yeah. So then Duranga की screening थी, Duranga 2 की screening थी, उस पे मैं गई थी. And that's Gulshan's show. So I told him because I just said yes to Bad Cop. So I told him, listen, we're going to work together. He said, oh, okay, nice. Then I'll meet you soon. And then the first time we probably met and we chatted at the workshop for Bad Cop. That's how me and Gulshan.
Fremantle's office.
Fremantle's office. Fremantle is the one that's produced that.
Yeah. And the rest, as they say, is history. Okay. Well,
Absolutely.
अभी हिस्ट्री तो बाकी है गुरु. अभी अभी तीसरा एपिसोड अभी आया है. अभी आज
अभी मैं फ्यूचर के लिए कह रहा था, अगर ये इंटरव्यू कुछ हफ्ते बाद लोग देखें तो फिर रेस्ट विल बी हिस्ट्री. बट बिल्कुल, as you're saying, of course, the episodes are already 2 episodes already out. People are already really liking it. As I said earlier, Gulshan, kya response mil raha hai ab tak? What are you happy about? What's kind of connecting with you, with what you're hearing from audiences? This intrigue that's already there for the third and fourth season. Is it validating why you chose this series for yourself? Also, it's again got you in a dual role. Fans have seen you before in that and appreciated when you do a dual role. So was that also one of the reasons why you chose this?
Yes, it's a different sort of a dual role. It's a different sort of a cop that, and I thought it was fun, and I wanted to interpret this Masala 90s sensibilities. I was curious to see how I would interpret it and whether it will be fun. I had worked with Aditya before, so I was familiar with his style of, telling a story. Mm-hmm. And I just thought it was a great idea. It was good for my craft and it was good for my career as well. And the feedback has been very good, very positive, and people are complaining that they only have gotten to see 2 episodes. They wanted to binge watch everything. And regardless of they wouldn't complain if they didn't enjoy it. Yeah, they wouldn't care. They were communicating that, sirf 2 episodes kyun dala if they weren't enjoying it. And this is a common, unanimous complaint that a lot of people have. I also happen to sort of see some YouTube reviews of people when they seem to focus a lot on the fact that only 2 episodes, they're quite cross. Disney Plus Hotstar. But I suppose also because they are really enjoying the plot points and the 2 episodes that have been made available. So the third one is available every Thursday. There will be an episode. So
yeah, true.
So I do take this complaint also as a positive.
Yeah, you're right. अगर मजा नहीं आ रहा था तो क्यों आते थर्ड एपिसोड, फिर बोलते चलो ठीक है, हाँ अगला सीरीज अब देखते हैं. सही बात है. But about the dual role, Gulshan, was that also one of the reasons why you took it out, because there were these 2 characters again? And how challenging is that for an actor? As I said, you've done it before and people have enjoyed it, but double role करना कितना actually challenging होता है?
Well, see, it's like theoretically it's not that challenging, but technically it can get a little challenging on set, because you're acting with yourself, and sometimes you have to imagine, because when you're working with an actor like me and Harleen are doing a scene, she'll give me something to work with, right? And I can respond accordingly. There's a certain energy that, the way she'll articulate her line, all of those things really affect my performance also. I can use that to respond. But that's not happening when I'm acting with myself. So I have to be prepared. I have to imagine that my response would be a certain way. And that can be technically challenging. But we had a lot of pre-production time. I had a lot of time to sort of imagine, cook this thing in the pressure cooker of my imagination. So it was just a matter of just getting those, eye lines and positions right. And when you're doing action, it can get a little tricky because you're crossing over, you're jumping. So you have to do it. You have to be a little bit more aware of that.
Okay,
but
great.
So actually, Gulshan, I never asked you, आप पहले किसका करते थे हमेशा? Karan का, Arjun का?
No, I don't remember. I think whatever I'm wearing, the costume that I'm wearing. Usually, I think mostly it was Karan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Karan first, and then because they would send the costume over, it's kept in my room. So that's what I would do first.
Okay. चलिए देखो, एक interesting aspect आज निकल गया, which Harleen didn't know till date in this interview. Harleen, over to you now. We want to know about your your reaction, your response to the feedback you got so far for the series, for your character. How's the the response been for you, and also what was that one thing that clicked for you, why you wanted to do Bad Cop?
I think the response, like you said, has been great.
I think
you can hear me.
No, now I can. Now you're back. Yeah.
So like Gulshan said, the response has been great. A lot of complaints from people that why only 2 episodes dropping. I was just telling them that this morning only my mom was so upset. She's on bed rest because of a slip disc issue. So she is like, why only 2 episodes? And she reads all the comments, right? क्योंकि माँ है तो वो एक एक चीज पढ़ती है. So for her, it's like
Hmm.
she is getting more enraged because एक comment में यही लिखा है कि क्यों 2 episode है, क्यों 2 episode है. So which is like he said a positive thing. And I think the
Mhm.
response to my performance and character has also been very good. So yeah, that feels special actually because to be able to hold your own with actors around you like Gulshan and Anurag and everyone is a special thing. So I'm happy about
Mhm.
that. And I was already very excited when the trailer had dropped a lot
Your yeah,
We've
because I
lost your.
genuinely personally love the trailer a lot. So
yeah.
I was personally also very excited. And I think what really enticed me to do this part was the fact that first of all I get to do action, I get to wear the uniform. You haven't seen my action in these 2 episodes, but you will.
Hmm.
And then the third part was the interesting power dynamics that mine and Gulshan's character has in the show,
Hmm.
and what the character has to her entire graph and what it has to say to the society. You know,
Hmm.
whether it resonates with people or no, whether it be able to talk to someone, help someone in their lives who's in a similar situation. You know, if two people, like a couple, is in the same profession and there is a, a disparity in pay or there's a disparity in the position
Mhm.
at which they're working. So I think that was very interesting and how the show deals with that.
Okay.
So I
Now,
think that's very
In
exciting.
reality, two family members are never put in the same police station. But this is not reality.
yeah, yeah, exactly. It's your own reality. True, true
This
that,
is
true that,
Aditya. That's reality.
true that, true that. Now, when I say cop for both of you, what's the first picture that comes to your mind? When I say cop, what comes to your mind? Does a real cop come to your mind? Some
No,
legendary, foreign one or domestic one? Does someone from India come to your mind in
no.
reality?
I just
When
think of
when I say cop to Gulshan, what comes to
I just think of the uniform, like without a face or anything like that, because there is a certain. I think it's lot. There is the element of respect that we have for that particular thing,
your
and we also romanticize it, the idea of being in uniform, and we
Mhm.
fantasize, glamorize it also. But it does command a certain dignity and respect. So I think all of these things come to my mind.
Okay.
Now, when
Harleen?
you said cop, the image that flashed in my mind was Chulbul Pandey for some reason.
Okay.
Dabang with like him wearing the
Yeah.
glasses and hearts in the glasses and hearts all around. So I think that right now when you said it, that's what flashed
Yeah.
in my mind. So I
Yeah.
have to say the truth. Chulbul
No,
Pandey.
absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. Chulbul Pandey himself. Very different to the cops we are seeing, of course, in your series though. Now you're with Anurag Kashyap on sets this time as an actor. तो
Yeah.
वो कैसा था गुलशन आपके लिए?
Was a lot of fun because I never got to hang out with him properly in all the years that I've known him. I've known him since 2008, but कभी proper hang out नहीं किया, बातें नहीं. Usually वो बातें करते हैं, हम सुनते हैं. But I think because he wasn't a director, he was an actor. He had a lot of time also to spare. I enjoyed. I mean, it was fun working with him. But the thing that I really enjoyed and I valued the most was the time we spent with each other, just chatting about stuff, about life, about things. Yeah, I really liked
Okay. Okay. Harleen, let me also ask you very quickly about the German. It's a German adaptation rather, it's an Indian adaptation of a German, series called Bad Cop. Did you see that for reference, or did you just trust your director and the makers?
Yeah, none of us watched it, I think, because we got to
Okay.
know that it was a remake of that show only after we reached the set, I think. उससे
Oh,
पहले कोई discussion ऐसी हुई नहीं थी. So
okay.
I don't think any of us wanted to even take that reference because, like Gulshan said, Aditya sir was creating his own world, and it's
Uh,
not such a realistic world and all of that. So we
uh,
were just going with that.
Maybe they
okay.
mentioned, but I didn't remember. Maybe they had said it in the meeting, but I got
Haan,
so
same,
excited
same.
about the potential of what how much fun it will be for me. But I
Uh,
just what I think.
okay.
Yeah. So none of us have still watched it actually.
Interesting. That's quite. I'm glad that very refreshing, honest answers. Of course, are coming in from both of you because a lot of the times, some of the actors they would say that we watched it for reference, or they would choose not to. But refreshing, honest answers have come from both of you through the course of the interview. Last couple of questions to you before we let you go. Gulshan, आपके फैशन के लिए आप जाने जाते हैं, तो आज भी मैं देख पा रहा हूँ कि आप बहुत फैशनेबल. हाँ, मैं वही पूछने वाला था कि
बाजीगर है वो, आज
क्या लिखा
बाजीगर
है
है.
आपके टी शर्ट पे, बिकॉज दिख नहीं रहा था मुझे.
Bazigar, मैं Bazigar. Coincidentally, it's also 30 years of Shah Rukh Khan. So I just realized that. So this is in celebration. Yeah.
You
Although
started out the interview by saying
but
you're
हो
going
गया
to be
sir.
Anurag Kashyap today, but you're clearly someone else. You're clearly Bazigar.
No, I am Bazigar.
You're clearly okay. Clearly, and final question then to you, Harleen, on what's coming up next. I know for Gulshan it's Ulaj. I think the trailer of that has already been released. What's coming up next for you?
Teaser.
For your
Trailer is not out yet, but teaser.
The teaser, sorry, yes, is exactly. What's coming up next for you?
Very interesting series is coming out. Mostly it'll be called Doctors. It's a medical drama. That is going to come out, and that I'm very excited about because we've done something very different in that show. I'm playing a surgeon in it. We've done some surgeries, and there's like a OT, and there are patients. We shot for it for 2 months in the hospital, like a real hospital.
Wow.
Who's made it?
So it's going to be on Geo. It's directed by Sahir Raza.
Okay.
And it's produced by Siddharth Malhotra, the director of Hichki.
Okay, fantastic.
He's actually the OG of like all these medical shows that we've always watched in India, from Sanjeevni to like all of those things. So he is like the king of like medical dramas.
The TV shows as well. Yes, he's done that.
Yeah. So then finally we're coming up with something like that. So it'll be fun.
Okay, so a lot in the pipeline for the two of them. But for now, Bad Cop already streaming, as I said earlier, on Disney Plus Hotstar, getting rave reviews. Fans loving it. Already intrigued for what's coming up next. Let's hope that sentiment continues throughout the course of the series. For the time being, Gulshan and Harleen, thank you so much for being with us today on NewsX.